Plant diversity refers to the variety of plants that exist in the world. Plants compete with other plants and organisms to survive. Over time, they evolve and develop characteristics and features that help them survive. This leads to diversity among plants.
This cladogram shows the evolution and change of features and characteristics in the 4 types of plants that we are studying. It shows that all 4 of these plant types share one common ancestor. From there, they evolved and developed individual traits. Bryophytes, moss and liverworts. Bryophytes have no vascular tissue and no true leaves and roots. They use spores for reproduction and don't produce any fruit. They are substantially dependent on water in reproduction, so their gametes can move. Pteridophytes are ferns and fern allies. These plants have vascular tissue and true roots and true leaves. They reproduce using spores and don't produce fruit. They are less dependent on water for reproduction than bryophytes, and they need water for the gametes to move. This is why they need to be near water. Gymnosperms, the next evolution division, can live on land because they formed seeds. Seeds hold an embryo that is ready to grow. They can store lots of food. It helps the young plant to grow quickly and get a good start in life. They have a resistant coat to protect the seed from being eaten or destroyed. Gymnosperms have vascular tissue and true leaves and roots. They have both male and female reproductive structures called cones, which contain the gametes. The male gamete is held in a very small spore called a pollen grain, found inside the male cones, and are spread by the wind, shown left. The female gamete is held in a larger spore, which is inside a special structure called an ovule. Each ovule containing the female gamete is protected by a woody cone scale of the female cone. Angiosperms are flowering plants. They have true leaves and vascular tissue and well-developed roots. They have reproductive structures enclosed in the flower. Female gamete containing ovule is called an ovary and is protected inside the flower. Angiosperms rely heavily on animals to carry their male gametes to the ovary, so they are not dependent on water at all for reproduction. When the pollen grain with the male gamete lands on the stigma of the flower, a pollen tube grows down the style towards the ovary. After fertilization, the ovule turns into a seed, and the ovary develops into a fruit.